best? Best.
Best.
Best. Best.
I'm the best.
No, you're not.
Of the week.
I am Eric Davis. We got Ike Taylor in the building. Usain Bolt.
Right.
You saw the run. We all love watching him run.
Don't blink.
Don't blink. Back in the day, you could run in the 40. Then.
Back in the day?
Back in the day.
I think I had a shot. No
You had
question.
a shot in the 40?
In the 40? No question.
You got him for 40.
I don't know if I got him. I think in my prime I had a shot. My engine would be redlining in that 40, and I'll probably blow both of my hammies.
I'm talking to LeVar Arrington, Robert Griffin III. Do you think we will see a resurgence of that guy that we saw in Cleveland?
You go to the one team that is the worst team in one of the toughest divisions. It doesn't make sense to say that a guy that was struggling in the NFC East can go to the worst team in the AFC North. It's not a good recipe at all.
Talking to Carl Banks of the Giants Radio Network here on the Rich Eisen Show. Mike Hill filling in for him. If you had to put money on it, would you say Victor Cruz is on this team playing this year?
I'm going to keep my money in my wallet until I actually see him on the field playing. You're back from the injury, but are you back to being a real football player? And I think that's where Victor has to get in the minds of the coaches before they can decide whether or not he belongs on the roster.
Talking Rams with Sam Farmer of the Los Angeles Times. How soon do we see Jared Goff on the field, in your opinion?
I think we're going to see him on the field very early, if not the week one starter. You look at the last 5 quarterbacks taken number 1 overall. Every one of them started their rookie opener. If you're going to make a historic move up from number 15, biggest jump up in NFL history, I think you got to start him.
My man, Randy Couture, he's an MMA lady. He's holding up his fist. Was that for me? That comment that I made, about slapping you in the face. I wasn't really joking. It just kind of came out wrong. You forgive me?
How's your health insurance?
I don't really have it. I mean, Obamacare hasn't kicked in for me yet, man. You just laughing. You ain't really saying I forgive you. Talking to Brian Urlacher, former Bears linebacker, hanging out with us here on the Rich Eisen Show. If you're in James Harrison's shoes, Clay Matthews' shoes right now, with everything that's going on with the Al Jazeera report, what are you doing?
I'm always pro player. I always believe the player. I'm always on their side. But in this situation, I would say just do the interview and knock it out. It was like James said, you can fabricate anything and say something about somebody. And then what is it now? If you don't talk about it, you're guilty. It's just not fair, to throw that on players like that.
Charles, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, man. And first of all, I got to get your opinion on this whole Ryan Lochte situation.
I think that he's learned a very valuable lesson. Listen, being famous or in the limelight, it's great 2 out of 3 times. But when you do something wrong or you lose, it's awful. It was obviously stupid to do, but he's a young kid. And, hey, all young kids do stupid stuff.
Roy Wood Jr., a comedian. He's on The Daily Show, and he joins us now on the Rich Eisen Show. Do you know anybody that faced in that situation, Roy, that would act the same way Ryan Lochte said he acted?
Only mistake Ryan Lochte made was not going big with the lie. If I'm lying about being robbed, then dang it, that was grenades, it was a bazooka, it was 2 tanks.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.